up time. But the ones down there in southeastern Arkansas, something goes, you may not even have 5 minutes to seek shelter, if that makes sense. So we want you guys to stay aware.
Radars.
Yeah.
It can be in between radar scans and you'll never even know it.
Yep. And I've seen some extreme cases back, I think it was back in 2020, the January 10th, moderate risk here in Arkansas. There was one tornado warning that happened. That poor town had only maybe 2 minutes to seek shelter. I mean, it happened quick. So
yeah,
that's what we mean about these QLCS events, guys. Your reaction time is so much less than it is when you're dealing with a supercell threat like this. So
when you're also able to see, look down there in southwest Arkansas, how much damage is done, and power outages, trees down, power poles snapped, and everything. Compared to what you're looking at in northwest Arkansas, which has had tornado warnings all night long, and you can see, there's still going to be damage there. But like you were saying, there is a bunch of power outages and a bunch of damage being reported coming out of southwest Arkansas.
Yeah. And I'm noticing something, the power outages up there, that's automatically refreshing. We've now skyrocketed up to 8,213 customers without power. So that's going to continue once we get because I know there's some sort of lag. I know energy is going to have to get down there. There's another electrical company down there. I think it's like I'm not sure the name of it. It's like cooperative or something like that. Yeah. So they're gonna have to get the reports and stuff like that. So there's gonna be a lag between when the storm pushes through and when we're able to get a solid total of the power outages down there in southern and southwestern Arkansas at this point. So like I said, folks, this is Chief Forecaster Cameron, that's Forecaster Dustin, and that is Executive Director Rich, and our AWW cat Loki. And we're here to keep
Storm
you guys
Chaser WXNWS.
In place here for our folks in Radcliffe, Harris, over towards Ozark. This is just to the south and west of the Coal Hill area. Take your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, and get to the lowest area of your home immediately. And yes, it's First Electric Co-op. Yeah, that's the name. It's been years since I've been down there in southern Arkansas, so I was trying to figure out what that other electrical company was. But yeah, it's going to take some time for them to come in and put the reports in and stuff like that here. So let's zoom this out. We're going to track that tornado warning storm up there. We're also going to track this storm down here. Monticello, it's fixing to get loud. Extremely loud within the next 5 minutes. Same thing in Lacey, Star City. It's already loud in the rising area. It's pushing through Warren right now. 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. What I can do real quickly is I can take a look at what we call our thunderstorm wind gust potential, and you can see it right through here. 60 mile per hour plus winds when that purple zone coming into the Hermitage area, coming into Warren.
We have a new tornado warning.
Where's the new tornado warning?
Just northwest.
Okay, northwest. So it's an extension. The extension.
No, this is separate. This is just east of Fayetteville.
Just east of Fayetteville. Oh, okay. So it's this one up here. Okay. All right. So it's gonna go for our forces up here in Harrison. All right. So we'll take a look at that real quickly here. What you got? Go ahead.
You're scrolling up part. Yeah. This will be Green Forest, Hugh, Berryville.
Yeah.
Huntsville.
Okay. Yeah. So it's gonna be coming up here in just a second. So. Let me see here. That's going to go until 11 o'clock. Let's see here. Radar indicated at this point. Give me just 1 second. Should be coming up here shortly. So there's the tornado warning
this
right
is southeastern Carroll County.
Yeah.
In northwestern Arkansas. And
I'm sorry, Rick. I was
Okay.
on my
So
here now. I couldn't find my
switch
market
over
for
to
it.
Springfield's radar to kind of get a look at this
I
one.
was gonna
So
see
we have
what,
2 tornado
either
warnings.
you or
The
Jim
other one is a
were
severe
able to eyeball,
thunderstorm warning with a
looking back
tornado
north
possible
there. It's
attack
still
with
got a
it.
good hook
This is
echo,
live team
we're
coverage,
seeing a
guys. This is what
rotation
we've been
couplet.
doing. We've got
It's not
over
as strong as it was,
1,300
but
people on
it's still
Facebook. I
maintaining
have no idea what the number is
that's
on
the thing,
YouTube.
the scan
I
that we
appreciate
get.
y'all for coming in.
2,073.
We have 2,000 people.
It's
So that's a
on
little
the
over
line,
3,000
I
people on this live
wanna
stream
say,
right
there's
now.
probably
Y'all are
somewhere
amazing. If
close
you can do
to
me a big
Roseville or
favor,
somewhere
let's
up in there.
continue to get this information out because we're
I have
having
not
tornado
been
warnings
to the
pop up
house
in
yet.
Ozark,
I'm just about to where they call it the
Boonville area,
turnaround
Harrison.
down here
We're
where
also going to watch those folks down there
plant is.
in southeastern Arkansas.
And,
So what we'll do is get the radar up for you guys. Real close to here, I'm going to show you this real fast. And what I'm going to do is get the counties out for those kind of wondering what the counties look like. This is what the counties are going to be right here. So this is going to be Boone County, this is going to be Carroll County up here. Just 1 second, right in there. Okay, so that's going to be the tornado warning right in here. That's going to be just to the southwest of 412. south of Highway 62. This is a dangerous area up here because of limited service, trees, and on top of that, the area of rotation is going to be rain wrapped. So you're not even going to see this coming at all. If you're coming towards the Alpena area, over towards the Omaha area, this is west of downtown Harrison. If you know anyone in this area, they need to take their tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls to unity outside as possible, get to the lowest area of home immediately, or put you at about 40 miles per hour. So it's going to be coming to these following cities, the communities of Alpena, also South Lead Hill, and also Diamond City up here. So if you know anyone in this area, take your tornado precautions immediately, get away from windows, put as many walls to unity outside as possible, and get to the lowest area of your home immediately at this time. Rich, thank you so much for getting Heidi to post that on Facebook here. So folks that are joining in, if we keep posting on Facebook, it's gonna have more people tune in to our live stream here. So this is what we've got at this point. Take your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside as possible. I love this comment here. I'm gonna pull this up because I'm gonna scream this to the moon. Give me 1 second here, guys. During this coverage, I'm gonna pull this up. So this right here. Thank you so much for coverage. These news stations are not reporting anything. That's dangerous. If you know somebody that needs coverage and that has no other way of getting coverage, bring them here. Bring them here. We've got people. We've got a community that's here. We're going to keep you guys updated on the latest. I got myself, Dustin, Rich, Heidi, Ruth, Abigail, all of our team, Kim, all of our team is here to keep you guys updated on the latest situation. I wanted to bring that up so you guys kind of had, an idea on what's going on. So if you know anyone that doesn't have coverage, bring them here. Tell them if they got Facebook, come on here. If they got YouTube, they can watch us on YouTube. If they got a smart TV, they can pull us up, type in Arkansas Weather Watchers, watch us on the live stream via their TV if they wanted to. So right now, this is going to be moving towards the community of the Alpena area at this point. This is also going to be moving towards the Diamond City area, and also Lee Hill and South Lee Hill. So if you know anyone in this area, take tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls to unity outside as possible, and get to the lowest level of your home immediately at this point. Let's take a look just a little bit further south, not taking anything away from up there in northern Arkansas. There's now a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible, which still going to be here for. That's going to go for our folks. Let's see the following counties. That is North Central Logan County, Southwestern Johnson County. At this current time, it's going to go until 10:15 this evening. A severe thunderstorm located near Denning, or 7 miles northwest of Paris, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. So radar indicated hail damage is expected. Also expect wind damage. I love how Little Rock is really honing on to that wind damage potential here, because that's something that we're going to have to deal with as we move into tonight. So make sure if you know anyone in these areas, that's the Alpena area, South Lee Hill.
We have an extension of that tornado warning.
Okay, and that's going to go for the one up there in North Arkansas.
The one in the north.
The one in the north? Okay. All right, cool. So that's going to be for us folks down there. It's going to track real quick before I adjust that up there. It's going to be for this cell right in here. I'm going to put a track. I'll clock at about 40 miles per hour to the north and east. And let me see if I can get this to scoot over. There we go. So Cole Hill, Hartman, Clarksville, the Haley area, and also Hackerville. Make sure you take the tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows. Put as many walls to unity outside as possible. Get to the lowest area of home immediately. If you are in Paris right now, I need you to stay where you are. Let that tornado warning pass before this pushes on towards the north and east here at this time. So this is what we've got. Let's zoom this out at this point. Let's take a look at what we got up here. So now we have a brand new tornado warning. That's going to go for our following counties up here. That's Boone and also Carroll County up here. This is going to be for the community of Alpena. That is Harrison, Bergman, over towards Omaha, and also that's going to move towards the Diamond City area up there. That is in far northeastern Boone County and northwestern Marion County, excuse me. So if you know anyone in these areas, take your tornado precautions immediately, get away from windows, put as many walls to you and the outside as possible, get to the lowest area of your home immediately at this point. So those are the 2 tornado warnings up there right now.
They dropped that one tornado warning just to the southwest there in Franklin, back in Sebastian.
Okay.
And they left a tornado possible.
Left a tornado possible. Okay, awesome. So we're down to that 1 tornado warning up there in northern Arkansas. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do a very quick update on our folks down here in southeastern Arkansas, because that's severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible is still in effect for our folks down here in southeastern
I'll see
Arkansas.
what I
So let's
can
take a
do.
look at that real quickly here. And there it is. Bradley
there,
County,
go ahead.
Drew County, Lincoln County, and Cleveland County at this current
Just let
time.
you know that I'm
Nasty
listening.
line of storms here, capable of producing 60 to 70 mile per
Roger,
hour
got you.
winds,
Okay,
and also the
yes,
potential of a brief tornado along this line, stretching from Cleveland County, Lincoln, Drew, Bradley, Ashley, and also down into eastern Union County at this current time.
Just
here. So
right
this is what
over
we've
the,
got. Let's put a track
Roseville
on this
area.
entire line of storms here. You can see
Around
how
the
it kind of
Roseville
bowls
area,
out
and
at
would
this
be
point.
tracking,
Let's take a look at it. It's going to be about, it's pushing about 50 miles per hour.
through the
Long
Greenwood
list of cities.
community,
But here you go.
heading towards
So
Alex,
Lacey, it's pretty much on top of
Mortontown,
you right now. Also
and Coal
Monticello,
Hill.
it's going to be coming at you
GSP.
probably in the next 2 minutes. Cross it, it's going to be coming at you at 6 minutes.
GSP,
Also Hamburg,
and 5X
Pine Bluff,
something.
the Gould area, Dumas, Mitchellville, Dermott, the Montrose area, McGee, Portland, Wilmot,
Oh, in
Lake
the
Village,
back here,
Arkansas City,
I don't see
and also the
anything,
Gillette
out of
area.
your order.
That is
Still got
165,
lights
that is
even
Highway
down
82,
here,
that is
and,
Highway 63,
I
and that
don't
is
see
also
any
Highway
gas coming
79
into
over
town.
here
They're
as
still
well.
pumping
Tell
gas
me I'm a
up
South
front of the
Arkansas
corner.
native
So,
without telling me I'm a South
I
Arkansas
guess,
native. So
we dodged a
that's
bullet
what we
here.
got at this point. This is going to continue to
Where's
move
that?
off
Well,
towards the
we'll
east
stay
here,
up top.
right along 165. Take your tornado precautions
what
immediately.
happens
Get
with
away from
85
windows,
GSP.
put as many walls to uni outside as possible, and get to the lowest area of your home immediately. This entire line, I know for our folks down there in Ashley County in Jefferson County, you're not under that severe thunderstorm warning, but we're just gonna monitor the line
GSP,
because it's just gonna
but,
be capable of producing
National Weather Service
that
has
brief
dropped the
weak
tornado
spin of
warning
tornadoes
for
along the
southeastern
line
Franklin County.
itself here. So
However,
Lincoln
the
County,
area
Drew
is under
County,
severe
Bradley,
thunderstorm
and
warning.
Cleveland County.
We
Make sure
continue
you
to
take
see
your tornado
some
precautions
broad
immediately.
rotation
Dustin,
with
Rich,
this.
y'all have any
Again, that
reports?
storm
Anything
is
y'all need to
tracking to
report
the
real fast?
northeast of the Roseville
Not
area as
entirely,
far as
no,
northern Logan
not too
County
much
along the
going on
Arkansas
in
River.
Ironbot right now.
Looks like it's going to
That's
continue to
great.
track on up
Yeah.
through the bottoms around the Greenwood
that's good news.
community, Denning, on up through Alex,
Let me see here. I
Nortontown,
don't mean to
over to
interrupt you. I'm
Coal
sorry.
Hill.
I'm sorry. If you
Take
guys go ahead.
And
No, you're good. I was just
Okay.
looking at something you just continuing since last time. You was watching above your head there. The power outage number went up by 8,383. So, continuing that in far southwest Arkansas, we're kind of moving into south central Arkansas where, continued numbers just continue to rise.
Definitely. So that's what we got at this point. So something we're going to have to monitor over here in southeastern Arkansas. So Monticello, let's see, Crossit, Pine Bluff, the Gould area, Dumas, Mitchellville, Montrose, McGee. I love this software because it tells you. I know there's a lot of people that are coming in trying to figure out, the actual minute and second. It tells you that right down to the minute of what's going to be happening here. So this is what it's going to be tracking into those areas here. So West Crossit is going to be coming at you within the next less than 20 seconds from now. Lake Village, you've got about 39 minutes. The McGee area, and it's also going to be within the next 20 minutes or so as well here. So I want to make that clear, something that we're going to have to watch very, 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 very closely over here in the southeastern Arkansas. So now that we've got that pretty much taken care of, let's take our attention back to the tornado warnings up here in northwestern Arkansas here in Boone County, Carroll County, and also we're going to watch Franklin and Johnson County at this time. Rich, if you can do me a favor,
Yeah.
go take a look at our capping strength because I'm pretty sure there's some comments asking about, is this going to be, how the storm's looking behind the line of storms. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. I'm pretty sure the capping is going to be building in with this here. So let me see here. I'm using Springfield's radar. Right here. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, currently the cap is building. That it's building across most of Arkansas. The least amount of capping is going to be found in your northeastern side of Arkansas right now.
Okay. Love to hear that. Love to hear that, guys. There's a reason why I said I love to hear it, because you put a cap in place, it puts an end to the severe threat, it lets things chill out, and we're going to be good to go for the rest of the evening here once we get past this cluster of storms moving in. I love how this was a Q&A session to begin with, and it went straight to tornado warning coverage right out of the gate, but wouldn't have it any other way, guys. Y'all are awesome. So let me see here.
We just got another tornado warning for Carroll County.
For Carroll County. Okay. So it's pretty much the same cell up here at this point. So yeah, everybody that's in YouTube right now, we got 2,000 people watching. That is amazing. Hit that subscribe button, because I promise you, if you hit that subscribe button, it's going to be amazing. You're going to get updates when we do evening forecast videos. You're also going to get updates every time we go live as well. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, and when you do hit that subscribe button, you hit that little bell icon and you select all notifications. That way you get the information. If you have us on Facebook, make sure you hit that like and follow button. It's going to be a big deal, guys. We really, really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming into this live stream here. So we got a tornado warning in place right now. It's going to go until 11 o'clock this evening for the community of Alpena, and also Highway 165, excuse me, Highway 65 and Highway 412 up here. You need to take your tornado precautions immediately. This is going to stay to the west of downtown Mountain Home. This is going to stay west of the Bull Shoals area. It's going to stay west of the Oakland, the Flippin area over here in Marion County. This is going to be west and northwest of those areas. But if you know anyone in the community of Harrison or Omaha or Bergman or also the Diamond area, they need to be taking their tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls to unity outside as possible, and get to the lowest level of your home immediately at this point. So let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at the rotation real fast here. Oh, wow. Wow. You guys are seeing the same thing I'm seeing?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to do it. And the problem is with this one, let's see if I can get the cities down here. The problem is with this one in particular is the fact that it is rain wrapped. There's a lot of heavy rainfall with this, guys. So the community of Alpena, you've got about 3 minutes. You've got about 3 minutes. You need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, and get to the lowest level of your home immediately at this point here. So that's a very, very broad area of rotation. We're gonna zoom this down to the street level view. That's Highway 62 up here. I hate 62. 62 is just, I mean, it is an absolute nightmare. It's curvy. You got a lot of trees. You're not going to see this coming. I mean, at all. You are absolutely not going to see this coming in this area. So the community of the Alpena area, take your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows. Put as many walls to unity outside as possible, and get to the lowest area of your home immediately here. Folks that are coming into the comments asking about the all clear, I don't feel comfortable right now. Dustin or Rich, are y'all comfortable with putting any kind of...
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, because they're still, even if you look down in Louisiana, still got a tornado warning coming out of Louisiana, so I still wouldn't feel comfortable with that.
Yeah. So right now we're not feeling comfortable putting any kind of all clear maps or anything like that out. Once we get past this tornado warning and stuff like that, things start to calm down. And we'll start talking about timing. We'll start talking about everything.
Cameron,
Go ahead. What's up?
if you look at Tulsa radar, inbox just said a tornado threat.
I see it. Tornado damage considerable. Okay. All right. So just like earlier, let's do this, Arkansas. Let's share this live stream. Let's get this information out as quickly as possible. So tornado warning remains in effect for Central Carroll County. A confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located over Carlton, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take your tornado precautions immediately. Damaging tornado. Broadcast media confirmed tornado now. This is a life-threatening situation. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely, and considerable damage is complete destruction is possible now. So this is going to go for the areas of Point, also Connor, and the Carlton area. Take your tornado precautions immediately. This is a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado moving into the community of the Alpena area, moving over Highway 62, and it's going to continue to move off towards northeast here along Highway 65 and 412. To repeat, take your tornado precautions immediately. This is a tornado on the ground. Tornado damage threat is now considerable with this storm here. So to repeat, a tornado warning remains in effect. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Tornado warning. Take your tornado precautions now. This is on the ground. This is moving, unfortunately, into the community of the Alpena area. An interest along Highway 62, interest along Highway 412, and interest along Highway 65 at this current time. So take your tornado precautions now. Share this live stream. I'm fairly certain there's no one up here that's getting coverage from the sources or anything like that. This is time now to take your tornado precautions and share this live stream. That way they have the information. But to repeat, this is a large, extremely dangerous tornado moving into the community of the Alpena area along Highway 62 and 412. Take your tornado precautions now. To repeat, a large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornado is on the ground. To protect your life, Take cover now. Move into a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are in outdoors, in a mobile home, or you're in a vehicle, it is time now to get to a closer substantial shelter. If at all possible, get to a storm shelter. Get into the lowest part. If you are listening to this, and if you're home alone, you don't know what to do, you gotta get away from the windows. You gotta get away from those exterior walls. You gotta put a barrier between yourself and this large tornado as physically as possible. Grab some pillows, some blankets. Make sure that you're ready, because when this comes through, like I said before, it's going to hit. It's going to hit the town of the community of the Alpena area just dead on. So take your tornado precautions now if you are in this area. This is a large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornado on the ground at this current time. This is going to stay at this point. Let's zoom this out. Our folks in Mount Home, this is going to stay to the west. For our folks in downtown Harrison, this is going to be to the east, to the west and northwest of the Alpena area, not Alpena area, west and northwest of the Harrison area at this point. Take your tornado precautions now, guys. This is an extremely dangerous and potentially deadly tornado on the ground. Rich, Dustin, if y'all have anything, let me know as soon as possible.
Yeah, I got my eyes peeled.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. They got 1.5 inch diameter hail with it, so too, watch out for just a tornado as well. But that is a large diameter hail that's coming with that.
Wow. Yeah. So, like I said before, this is what we have at this current time. I'm Chief Forecaster Cameron. That is Forecaster Dustin. That is Executive Director Rich. Our entire team is here. We're going to give you guys severe weather team coverage on what's going on right now here. If you know anyone, I mean anyone, and this is very, very urgent, anyone in the community of the Alpena area or any interest between Green Forest and Harrison that is traveling along Highway 62 and 412, I need them to stop what they're doing right now. I'm pretty certain that I'm not sure there's any gas stations or anything nearby. This is kind of rural area up here. If you can, I need you to stop what you're doing. I need you to find a ditch, and I need you to cover your head. Because of the fact that you're not going to be safe in a vehicle, you need to stop where you are, find a ditch, take cover immediately. If you're in the community of the Alpena area, you need to find your shelter immediately. You need to get away from windows, put as many walls between yourself and this potentially deadly tornado as physically as possible here. And I mean, unfortunately, look at there. Look at there right now. That is just south of 62. You see that green right here, right there on County Road 962. That's it. It's on the ground. It is on the ground, and it is doing destruction right now. That is going to be just to the south and west of the Alpena area right now. It looks like it just crossed over with the newest scan. It just unfortunately crossed over the community of the Alpena area. This is up here in northern Arkansas along Highway 62. I'm hoping and praying that neither of you guys tell me that there's damage or injuries or anything like that. But please let me know if y'all hear that immediately here. But prayers are going up for our folks that living in the community of the Alpena area. It just crossed over it at this point. So there's a weather book cam. You can see the Alpena tornado. I'll try to get that up for you guys. But right now we're just going to use radar at this point. But this is what we've got, guys. This is something that we're going to have to monitor very, very, very closely at this point here. So
definitely keep a very close eye, because that is a very populated road that are out there, 62 and 412.
Okay. So give me just 1 second here. I'm going to do some. This is going to be kind of on demand here. I'm going to see, because I know we don't have, I know Derek, he backed out for safety reasons. I'm going to see, I don't know if there's any traffic. There's not any traffic cams up here, is there? I don't think so at all. No, there's not. So it's going to be, hang on. Let me see something real quickly here. Okay, let me see. Hopefully we can try to get something going right now here. So give me just 1 second, guys. And let me make sure that you guys are able to see this and get the radar going. Rich or Dustin, one of y'all can take over for just a second.
I just wanted to...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that the severe thunderstorm warning in southeastern Arkansas has dropped, and they issued a bunch of special weather statements. And so that means the winds have significantly decreased below severe limits. The only severe thunderstorm warnings we have in play are the tornado possible ones that came out of that original tornado that we had in western Arkansas and that's going towards
The time
Clarksville.
is
Okay.
10:30 p.m.
Tornado possible.
Yeah, I see. So I'm gonna see if I can attempt to get a camera in this.
Cameron.
Yeah, go ahead. What you got?
No, there's a comment in there. I'm just checking because I was talking about comments over here. There's one saying that there is a lot of damages and houses damage to houses in Alpena area. So
Wow.
the car, we got some people who could. I'm not saying it's verified. I'm just going off of what the comments say. So we get someone who could we can verify that in some kind of way.
That is so unfortunate. Oh, that is so unfortunate. I did not want to hear that. Oh man. I see. Someone said that they see it via the weather bug camera. I've got the website up. If y'all can kind of like direct me to that, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I've never used a weather bug cam before. There's a lot of people that are traveling right now, folks. If you're traveling, you need to find a ditch. You need to find a substantial shelter. This is a large and extremely dangerous tornado that has done damage. We're getting the information in right now. iDrive doesn't have any cameras up here, which I understand. It's up here in northwestern Arkansas. So I'm gonna try and work on getting that information up here, guys. But the biggest deal is make sure you take your tornado precautions out. This is on the ground. This is a extremely dangerous and confirmed damage that we're getting out right now. That is going to be moving towards Highway 65. You know anyone on 65? They need to you need to take your tornado precautions now. Take your tornado precautions down. Get to the lowest low of your home. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, and get to the lowest level of your home immediately. Let me make this clear. If you are in Harrison right now, no, this is not going to impact downtown Harrison. But if you are traveling away from the Harrison area, if you are traveling along 412 or unfortunately on Highway 65, you need to take your tornado precautions now. This is a confirmed, large, and extremely dangerous tornado, potentially deadly tornado coming into this area. Take your tornado precautions immediately at this point. The nearest one is going to be the nearest one is going to be in Omaha, and I'm going to see if y'all can take over for just a second. I'm going to see if I can get this on air at this point. Give me just 1 second, guys. All right, Dustin or Rich, if y'all can take over for just a second.
All right. No, I'm just looking and going over. They got a news. Let's see, up there just in Missouri. As I was looking at, they have some tornado possible severe thunderstorm warnings. As we're going over and looking, I was trying to see if any of those were actually in Arkansas, but those are all just to the north of us. Rich, are you seeing anything with those?
No, I'm not seeing a whole lot. I've been just actively kind of looking around for people, any type of pictures or damage reports or anything right now. I'm not seeing a whole lot right now.
I'll say this, Rich, if you could do me a favor, if you do get that in, you let me know as soon as possible, and I can probably get that up on air.
Yeah,
matter of fact, I can't get that on air.
Hey, they continue that tornado warning still shows observed in Carroll County at 11 o'clock. It shows.
Yeah, it's on the ground, man. That is 60-mile-per-hour winds inbound. And you've got
5 miles northeast of Carrollton, maybe northeast of 25.
Definitely.
It's still observed, so.
Definitely. So that's something that we're gonna have to watch, folks. Y'all are gonna have to understand. This is a situation that is it just went over the community of the Alpena area, and it's going over Highway 65. This is between Omaha and the Harrison area. I'm gonna tell you, like I told you guys earlier, if you don't have patience, this is the time right now to learn and use patience. This is what we're gonna have to monitor. This is something that we are not gonna prioritize anywhere else right now over this. This is an extremely dangerous and potentially life-threatening / life-changing weather event going on up here right now in far northern Arkansas. This is in Harrison, just the northwest of Harrison, along 65 at this point. It just crossed over the community of the Alpena area. If y'all are needing an update, you're just going to have to learn to be patient and wait for just a little bit, because this is a situation that can change someone else's life. This is a situation that's coming into Boone County right now. This is something that we are going to prioritize, and we're going to warn as many people as possible right now. If you are traveling between Omaha, Arkansas, and Harrison along 65, take your tornado precautions now. If you know anyone that lives along that highway, they need to be in shelter immediately. I know it's 10 o'clock at night. Take your tornado precautions now, guys. It is life or death at this point. This is an observed damaging tornado. We're waiting to see if we're going to see any reports coming out. There's been multiple reports of damage out of the the community of the Alpena area. make sure that you take your tornado precautions now. I'm going to make that perfectly clear, guys. Take your tornado precautions now at this point. So there's a gas station. Ruth, thank you so much for this. There is a gas station on the intersection of 62 and 65. Is it open? I don't know if it's open at 10:30 at night, but if it is open, I would highly recommend, if anyone that worries that is in that gas station, they're open. There's people that are going to be trying to seek shelter. Bring them in. Get to the back, get away from the windows, and cover your head. That's going to be the number one thing at this point. Thank you, Ruth, so much for that crucial information. But right now, if you know anyone that is on Highway 65 right now that is traveling between the Alpena area, Omaha, or into the Harrison area, take your tornado precautions now. Get away from windows, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, and get to the lowest level of your home immediately here. Okay, this is not going to affect anywhere in Little Rock or Hot Springs or Searcy. It's not going to affect anybody in Central Arkansas. This is why folks in Northern Arkansas at this current time. Highway 65, potentially deadly tornado on the ground here. Take your tornado precautions immediately. Dustin and Rich, if y'all have any reports or anything like that, let me know as soon as possible.
I'm just looking at Twitter and trying to see if I can find any damage reports is what I'm looking at.
Okay. Let me see here. I'm gonna look at here, and I don't like using this. This is in the worst possible area because Springfield's radar is right here. And Rich, I got a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Which radar is gonna be my best friend right now?
For this one?
For this one.
This one's gonna definitely be your Springfield one.
Springfield. Oh man, I was hoping you would tell me Little Rock, because right now it's just I see it. I think I see it. Let me go back over to the storm relative velocity real quickly here. There's the area of rotation. Wow. I mean, that is as clear as day, guys. That's right there along Highway 65. Let's get our rotation tool up and running at this point. So this is gonna be right here, guys. That's where the area of rotation is going to be. It is going to be just to the west of Highway 65 right now. So, folks, if in this area, you need to take your tornado precautions now. Get away from windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. And get to the lowest area of your home immediately here. And I hate that it's going between the radar zones right now. But this is unfortunate. You guys need a radar bad up here in Northern Arkansas. If anybody has like a petition or something for a radar to be built, I would be the first one to put my name on that list, and this page will be the first ones to put their names on that list here. We need a radar bad up here in Northern Arkansas. But right now, like I mentioned before, this is what we got. Highway 65 between Harrison and the Omaha area. Also downstream, Highway 14 between Omaha and the Diamond City area. If that highway strikes a chord, you know someone that lives on that highway, it's the time right now to get them to shelter. You have that time right now to get them going at this point. So if you know any one of these areas, make sure that they're taking their tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls to the outside as possible, get to the lowest area of your home immediately. Rich, what you got from me, bud?
Yeah, I found on Twitter there are several pictures of this tornado. It's actually clear as day. It's not rain where
taking just a little bit to go through,
it's definitely on the ground, and they're able to definitely see
tape until later in the week.
Wow. If I'm gonna see if I can get it on. Do we have any on Facebook that people have sent in? I'm gonna double check and make sure.
Wow.
Yeah, this is just on Twitter.
Okay. I'm gonna check into it coming up here in just a second.
Yeah, that's a very clear picture of it right there, and that is not too far away from it either.
Okay.
We do have somebody who sent in through Messenger.
Dan Scott's over it. Dan Scott has it. I see the tornado. I see it. Wow. Wow. That is insane. Alright, let me double check this real quickly here. Thank you, Richie Foss, for sending this in the inbox here. Let me see if I can get this up. I'm gonna check our Twitter real quickly here. Wow, that's nuts, guys. That is absolutely insane. If you know anyone in these areas that need to be taking their tornado precautions now, get away from windows. Put as many walls between yourself and as physically possible here. So let me do some research real quickly here. It's gonna be the Alpena area. Let me see. That's gonna be not Rich. Dustin, can you do me a big favor? Where are you seeing that on Twitter right now? So I can get a link so I can post it.
Dan Scoff.
Dan Scoff. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, you go. That's
oh,
right.
He's a lifesaver up here in northwestern Arkansas. That dude's awesome. He has great coverage. let me see here. Let me go over to let me see here. I'm gonna go over to give me just 1 second, guys. I'm having to get this up real quickly here. So that's not gonna be it. I'll get it up here in just a second here. So take a tornado precautions immediately. Let me see here. There's Dan Scoff. I got him. And this is gonna be it. There's gonna be there it is right there. This is via WeatherBug. Let me see if I can get a better visual on this. If you guys give me just 1 second, I'm gonna get this over to our software, and I'm gonna see what this is gonna pull up. So this is the footage that we've gotten from this tornado. Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can get this going on our deal. So I have to move it over to our show. But that's gonna be it. Should be coming up here just a second here. We're gonna take a look at the tornado here. This is probably the earliest. This is the early stages of when it was occurring. It's a monster. I mean, it's an absolute monster from when it was crossing over here. So give me 1 second here. Let me switch this off, and let me double check and see when we can get this up. So give me just 1 second, guys. We're gonna get this information up at this point. Let me see here. That's gonna be it. And I gotta put it in studio mode to make sure. And I'm gonna hit this. That's what I thought. And that's gonna be it. Got it. Okay. So this is gonna be it, guys. That's gonna be it. Okay. So this is looking at the WeatherBug cam up here. Like I said, special shout out to Dan Scoff. Thank you so much for getting this and the WeatherBug. This is the tornado scene on the Gather Mountain camera up there. The Harrison Gather Mountain. This is the tornado earlier on. As you can see, it's right in here. Let me get a visual real quickly here. This is what it looked like. There it is, guys. That was it. And it is a monster. It is a monster tornado that just crossed over up there. This is the only photo that we've gotten so far, Dustin. Is that the only one that we've seen?
That's
so
all
far?
I found.
That's all you've seen?
Rich has found anything else.
Yeah, that's it,
that
guys.
Right there.
Yeah, this is it. That was it right there. Wow.
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
Wow. Oh man. I'm hoping there was no any injuries or any potential fatalities or anything in the community, the Alpena area. That's just catastrophic right there, going over the mountain. So that's what we looked at earlier on, guys. That's that tornado. Like I said, special shout out to Dan Scoff, his WeatherBug camera up there. Thank you so much for getting that. We really appreciate it. But yeah, that's insane. That was absolutely insane on what we're looking at here, guys. So we're gonna go back over to our radar. Give me just 1 second. At this point, there's the current radar. There's the area of rotation. South Lead Hill. Let me see. Make sure I've got this correct.
They've actually canceled that tornado.
They've canceled it. They've canceled it.
As a
No,
canceled tornado.
Well, yeah, the one dropped behind it, and then there was just radar indicated right now.
Okay.
That tornado.
Okay, so it's no longer confirmed. It's just dropped to. Okay.
Yeah.
As I was about to say, I was like that. Yeah. That does not need to be dropped right now. It still has a good amount of low-level rotation on it here. So was that 2 tornadoes or 1? Because I know there was definitely one going over the mountain.
I looked at the front of that.
The front of it,
yeah. I can't tell if that was a little bit of scud that was coming down or if that was an actual.
That was
I wasn't going to
insane.
say anything till later.
Yeah.
Well, so what they did was they issued one tornado warning, and then they quickly issued another one.
Yeah.
And so I wonder if there was back then, if you went back frames, you would see that there actually was a little bit of a disturbance ahead of it.
I see it. So when it was coming in, so this is just looking at when it was coming to the Alpena area. There it is. There's the main one. But was there a separate one? Because if you look at the map, you look at that photo that we had, you obviously see the monster tornado, the massive one, and then there was one on the right side. So it would be right in here if there were a brief one.
It kind of handed off.
It handed off, yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Wow. That is nuts, guys. That is absolutely insane, because you can see it right here when it was coming in. There's that one side of it, and then there's another. So you mean to tell me there was a potential that we could have had twin tornadoes out of this?
Yeah.
That's insane. That is absolutely insane here. So just kind of looking at what we were looking at earlier here, guys. Like I said before, unfortunately, it's went over the community of the Alpena area. Right now, just looking at it, at this point, let me go back over to our current map. And this is what we're looking at right now. This is the current visual. Still, take a tornado precautions. It's crossing right over Highway 65 right now here. So I'm hoping and praying that there's no there's going to be damage regardless in the Alpena area.
Tornado report received by broadcast. Let's see, approximately by radar. Let's see, I'm pulling that up now. There was, let's see what they say from it. Tornado report received. It just says right now received by a camera. It said time and location approximate. It doesn't have any details on it right now. I'm working to pull that up.
They're talking about the same. They're talking about the same picture we saw.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We've got a concern here. Looks like there's another area trying to get going here. I know they put a severe thunderstorm warning area, but looks like just trying to hand off. There's like 2 areas of rotation right here. Once again, so we'll have to watch that very closely. It's gonna be right in here. Let me put my.
There's a mesoscale discussion as well about this area.
Yeah.
It said the threat continues for this area going up to Diamond City.
So we'll have to watch that very, very closely, guys. That's nuts. I mean, that is absolutely insane here. So this is what we've got at this point. Something that we're going to have to continue to monitor, guys. I mean, man, I'm hoping there was no injuries or
thunderstorm warning right there with that.
I'm really, really hoping that we don't have any loss of life or any injuries, because you have damage. Damage is just for the town, for the community of Alpena. You're going to get damaged with something that major. But you can replace a house, you can replace a car, you can replace the material things. You can't replace human life. So hopefully we didn't get any.
They just dropped the tornado warning.
Hopefully we didn't get any injuries or any fatalities out of that. Honestly, I know they dropped the tornado warning. I'm staying on it. I'm gonna stay on it. Yeah. You still have rotation on it. It is just to the west of Highway 65. This is a very dangerous supercell that has reports of damage and a tornado that went through the community in the Alpena area. We're gonna continue to monitor it very closely here. So I'm gonna zoom out.
Still got that.
Go ahead. What you got for me? What'd you say, Dustin?
No, it just looks like it's still trying to get that hook echo going there, just to the southwest of Highway 65 and 62 there.
Yeah. So that's going to be right in here. So what we're going to do, the tornado warning has been dropped, but we're still going to treat this, I'm be honest with you, we're going to treat this as if it was a tornado warning here. I know it's a severe thunderstorm warning, but I mean, no, the rotation's still there. We're not going to let our guard down with this one, Arkansas. So we're going to put a track over here. Right now, it's just going to go over the community of Omaha. So if you know anyone in Omaha, make sure that they're taking their tornado precautions. Make sure they're there. Get away from windows. Put as many walls to unity outside as possible, and get to the lowest level of your home immediately at this point here. And that is to say, we're going to look at that photo coming back up here in just a second. But that was crazy. That was absolutely crazy, man. I'm thinking that was twin tornadoes. I think it was 2, because if you go back in the scan, you can actually see it when it was coming over the Alpena area here. So let's zoom down for just a little bit, and let me see here. Let me go back over to the rotation real fast, and what I'm going to do is hopefully it didn't just cancel out on me. Hopefully it just didn't. Okay, hang on. Let me go back. Go back. There we go. All right. So what I'm gonna do real quickly here is we're gonna do a side by side real fast here, so I can get up on my screen.
Go ahead. GSP.
I'm gonna put this over here, and we're gonna do a side-by-side real quick and kind of see what we were looking at, and then I promise you guys we're gonna get back to the coverage. So just doing a quick side-by-side real fast, and I know it's gonna block that thing down there, but it is what it is. Let's see. Let's go back over here real quickly here. So this is where it was before, so you can see it. Let's draw this out real fast. Right here, there's your monster tornado right here, and that's going to be associated with the area of rotation that went over the Alpena area. But then this one right here, that right there would be associated with this area of rotation on its southern end. So if that actually touched down, you may have had two tornadoes out of this one supercell that went through here, guys. That's nuts. That is absolutely insane. At the bare minimum, that is a funnel cloud, because there's your wall cloud right in here. Obviously, there's your main tornado, and then you had a little one right in here. That is nuts, guys. That is absolutely insane here. So we'll have to see what ends up coming out of that. Like I said, hopefully there's no injuries and any fatalities or anything like that coming out of the community of the Alpena area. But it looks like, just putting it side by side like that, that there may have been 2 tornadoes with
Well, I'll
this
tell you what, that's what I'm
as
gonna do
it
then. I'm
pushed
gonna
off to
take
the
that deer
northeast.
down.
So hopefully, like I said before, the Alpena area, we don't have any injuries or anything. Y'all let me know as y'all get more information at this time here. Go ahead,
I
Mark.
have
What you got?
information.
What you got?
Yeah, so the picture
and then
that
we're
where it
gonna-
came from,
Yeah.
Kind of see what this
apparently
does
they're
next
in
few
the
minutes.
video.
Flash flood
it's a
emergency
video
for
that
South
came from-
Central
Yeah.
and you
Trinity
can see that
Community
it was,
County.
it
Flash
was
flood
actually a
emergency for South Central
tornado.
Trinity
Wow.
County.
Wow.
that was
Flash flood
in,
warning remains in effect until
That is
1:15 a.m.
crazy.
Central Daylight Time
That is
Monday for South
absolutely
Central
nuts,
Trinity
man.
County.
I mean, you
At
can see
10:40
it's clear as day.
p.m. Central Daylight Time, local law enforcement reported quick water rescues due to heavy rain in between
that
the
is
towns
tiny.
of Trinity
Absolutely
and
insane.
Groveton. Between
very
6
tiny,
and 10
but
inches of rain have
it
fallen.
was- I mean, you can see
Additional
it- you can
rainfall
see it
amounts
clear
of
as
2 to
day.
4
Yeah.
inches
Got
are
two forms
possible
of
in the warned
rotation.
area.
And where
Dangerous
where
flash
that camera
flooding
came
is already
from
occurring.
got
This is a
captured
flash flood
exactly,
emergency
it
for
was
South
captured
Central
inside
Trinity
the
County.
behind it.
This is a
Yeah.
particularly
Captured
dangerous
the,
situation.
the
Seek
small
higher
one.
ground
so-
now. Hazard is life-threatening
where's the
flash,
video? Is it on Twitter?
life-threatening flash flooding. Thunderstorms producing flash flooding. Source law enforcement reported. This is a particularly dangerous situation.
Okay.
Some locations that will experience flash flooding
Okay.
include Trinity and
As soon as you get that,
Groveton.
let me know.
Flooding
Not
is
taking
occurring
anything
on the
away from the
following
storm up here while we're getting
roadways:
that information.
US
What I'm going to do is I'm
287,
going to zoom that down to Central
TX
Arkansas because Stacy just got
94,
loud. I can hear
County
it.
Road
Let me take a look at something real
233,
quick. And like I said,
County
shout out
Road
to Dan Scott. He did an amazing job.
358,
With this. I
County
mean, it was
Road
absolutely insane.
1280,
That is nuts.
County Road
That's crazy.
2262.
That is
Move to higher ground
absolutely
now.
crazy,
This
guys.
is an extremely dangerous
Let
and
me see here. I'm
life-threatening
getting the
situation.
newest scan
Do
up. We're
not
going back
intend
over
to
the
travel
one in
unless
Central
you're
Arkansas. I
fleeing
wanna
in areas
kinda show you
subject to
guys
flooding
what's
or
going
under
on.
an
So, not
evacuation
taking anything
order.
away from
Turn
Central
around,
Arkansas
don't
and
drive
Eastern
when encountering
Arkansas.
flooded
Line of
roads.
storms
Most
moving
flood
through.
deaths
Things are
occur
gonna get
in
loud here.
vehicles.
Gusty
Be
winds, 40 to
especially
50 miles
cautious
per
at
hour,
night when it
and
is
the
harder to
potential
recognize the
some
dangers
hail.
of
I can hear
flooding.
some hail outside
Be
of our
aware
weather
of your
center,
surroundings
at this
and
time.
do not
Also,
drive
keep
on
an eye on the
flooded
video.
roads.
You posted a
Please
video.
report observed flooding to
look in
local
our
emergency
look on our
services
active
or
chat
law
and,
enforcement
look at
and
the,
request they pass this
there's
information.
2 different versions: a link to Twitter and a raw video. Of
Okay. I hope Dan Scott doesn't mind me sharing his video on our
Shut
live
the
stream,
lady
but,
off.
I will get it up for you guys. Give me just 1 second.
Yeah.
Like I said,
And I'm
shout
gonna
out to him.
continue
They do an amazing
Hello,
job. up there.
Uncle, how you doing?
So let me see here.
We still
You got a
watching?
good lightning strike that illuminates it up if you can get a screenshot of it.
Yeah,
about
I'm gonna
the
try and see if
20-second
I can get it
mark.
up. Yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can get it up on our deal here. So it's gonna be just a second before I can, because I know it's gonna
How
take
you
time
doing?
for it to come on to the screen. So I don't want to take anything away from.
I was just looking at the there's that no, that's not try to find more animation. This is so crazy, guys. Like, really, like, this is so bad. Try to figure out what. Why?
Said. I'm gonna listen as.
This is crazy, Uncle Bo. I mean, like, we had too much 10 warnings today. So, oh my goodness! Look at that. Excuse me. Really, P-Box size hell, wow. Yeah, that's not good. They need to watch that. That is a tight rotation on that. Right, Bo? Well, that is a tight. That's a tight rotation. That's a beast. I was just watching Big April. So, yep. I see. What's this? Fast food monastery. This is that. Type this in to the. Okay. Copy that. Do this and copy that.
Bo said, "Is that velocity?" Storm Chaser WXNWS said, "Flash flood." Storm Chaser WXNWS said,
yes.
"Reported swift water." Storm Chaser WXNWS said, "The warned area." Storm Chaser WXNWS said, "Hazard, live." Storm Chaser WXNWS said, "Threatening flash." Storm Chaser WXNWS said, "Groveton, water."
See that? Do you see that? Maybe draw this. So the rotation is in here. Is the rotation we look at. This is the. So this is the rotation. So yeah.
Said, "Why no tour warn?"
I don't know. Maybe the next most of is down. They need to put a ceremony on this. I don't know. That's what someone copy that. Makes this.
Storm Chaser WXNWS said, "Tornado warning." Storm Chaser WXNWS said, "Nacogdoches County." Storm Chaser WXNWS said, "Capable of producing." Storm Chaser WXNWS said, "Indicated rotation." Storm Chaser WXNWS said, "Is likely. Asterisk this." Storm Chaser WXNWS said, "Zabella and Shawnee."
Santonio, Telo precautions ready. Basement, no tail room, stairway for windows. Why the heck did I moan this morning? They put a ceremony on this. They put, you know what I mean? Let's look at that is. See that? If this thing, yeah, just like this is caution. Let's say Bible quick. So if this thing, see, what I'm looking at, yeah, they put a ceremony on this cell. My monogram could be on moving. As saying, because I just see, if I so this is San Antonio San
The
Antonio
time is 11 p.m. W5RHS repeater.
San Antonio people San Antonio people, if y'all live in San Antonio, y'all need to take cover right now. Y'all in a is the the rotation is get more title carpet on it.
Bo said, I'm here, Clint, but
Hey Bo, do you think they need to put a tail warning out this cell? Because if this thing is tight in rotation, I mean it's tight. The wind is blowing hard. Looks like, see that? It looks like my hit this way. Could Highway 96. You know what I mean? Something is. I'm bad feeling bad as Bo. What the heck the next verse is now? Put a tin of oil on it, so. Hey Bo. Next verse needs to put a tin of oil. Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you. Nice work service. Thank you, nice work services.
Bo said, that's broad, not A.
Yep. So, yeah, now it's a 10 in the morning, all that. Need to warn that morning. This is a big mess. See that? Do you see that, Mario? We have tight rotation Centaurio. Look on. Also saw real quick. What? Turn over that. Oh my gosh. So. So we have. Hey, Bo.
Bo said, hey.
This is crazy, This is insane. Insane. Not cool. I put my chem on. Quick.
Bo said, you called it.
Yep. I did. Hey guys, this is Clint. I'm the National Service Zone Chaser. I was just looking. So we have Texas, Louisiana, Texas. I want to look on Louisiana quick. So looks like the 10 of morning. Looks like is like nope. CC. No. What's the echo tops on that? So it looks like, oh yeah, that might produce actually tight. You see that? See that? See that? See that rotation? That is like so that. See what it is. Oh. Is that? Do you see that? See? That might be just like the Queen's out brown. speed. Alright. Let's see. Hey, Bo. Hello, Bo. Whoa.
We still have 3 minutes on the severe thunderstorm out of Texas.
Bo said,
Sorry
I'm
about
here
that,
listening.
guys. I got a phone call from my sister from Oklahoma City. I was I was sending her messages yesterday about the weather around her, and she's okay. So, yeah.
See right there? That is tight. A couple right there.
Severe thunderstorm warning for central Tyler County, northern Jasper County, southeastern Texas until 11:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Located along a line extending from 6 miles north of Ebenezer to near Woodville, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Large hail damaging wind and continuous cloud to ground lightning is occurring with these storms. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you're close enough to be struck by lightning. Torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. Remember, turn around, do not drown. A tornado watch remains in effect until 2 a.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Texas.
such information passed along to you guys and notify anybody and everybody in the path of the storms.
That was what, that was Omaha up there?
Yeah, that was when it was going through. Yep.
That makes me feel so good. I'm glad we were able to get them some coverage up there, because I know far northern Arkansas. I mean, outside I think Dan Scoff, I think he's the only one that really does coverage up there in northwestern Arkansas here. So it's very limited. If you don't know who he is, he's a meteorologist over there in KNWA. So, like I said, right now we're going to watch that storm there, just southwest of the Interstate 40. I'm going to make this crystal clear for everyone that's tuning in right now. You hear storms in Little Rock, and it's like, it probably triggers that PTSD from what happened last year. It's not, nothing's tornadic. I promise you. There's not a single thing tornadic that's going through Little Rock right now. We're going to keep the live stream going. Rich, if that storm gets close to you and you start seeing your power flickering, you let me know as soon as possible.
Well, actually, I'm going to warn you now. Apparently, cells have popped over my head, and I've got nickel-sized hail without a severe or special weather statement or anything, and massive wind, and it's not even here. So if you want to end Facebook and transition just to YouTube and you take over, that would be ideal if you have internet back.
Said.
I do. I just don't want to leave our folks on Facebook hanging.
You can always restart it, but I don't think. Can you comment? Let me know if we're okay to go to sleep in Lead Hill. Lead Hill.
Lead Hill is up
Lead
there.
Hill.
That's where.
I'm tired.
I know you're tired. It's okay.
I heard that earlier. I was like, okay. No, that's up there where the storm had just went through. You're good.
Severe thunderstorm warning with tornado possible for
East
West County, northwestern Howell County, southern Texas County, and southwestern and south central Missouri until midnight Central Daylight Time. Located 60 miles east of Ava, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. Hazard 60 mile per hour wind gusts, impeding size held. With tornado possible. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in the storage structure. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of the building.
Double check and make sure that there's no internet outage or anything like that. Because we have a lot of people that are in Central Arkansas that are freaking out right now.
Okay, well then, I'll just continue for as long as I can. And if I go out, I go out.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, if you go out, then I've got you covered on Facebook. It's no problem.
And we'll have to bounce back and forth on emergency. Emergency.
We'll have to bounce. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. Because we have a lot of people in Central
Tornado warning for eastern Douglas County, northwestern Howell County, and southwestern and south central Missouri.
You gotta realize what happened
5 p.m. Daylight time. Located
60
miles south of Norwood or 17 miles east of Ava. Moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Has a tornado source radar indicated rotation. Please take cover now.
I'm sure you heard that.
I can hear that.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Are you good?
Wow.
I don't know. I'm still here, so I think I'm good.
Okay. All right. We're good. We're good, guys. We're good. We're good.
Oh, this night.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. If you need me to switch over, we can. Looks like my internet's fully back on and running. Looks like we're good.
Well, like I said, you'd have to drop Facebook in order to do that.
So it's going to be a
Greetings
drop.
from TornadoHQ.com.
What will happen is once it drops on Facebook, we're going to immediately come back. So what I'll have you guys do is just end it here. We'll switch over to YouTube. I'll go back to my side. Let me make sure my stuff is up and running on my end. So give me just 1 second. And let me do this. So when we go back, we'll switch back over. Well, on Facebook, here's the deal. And like I said before, don't freak out on me on Facebook. It is temporarily. It's like probably going to be maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Once what happens is Facebook's going to cut out, and then we're going to immediately be back on Facebook as soon as possible. So stay with me. I promise you, it's going to be temporary. We just got to switch it over. On YouTube, YouTube is automatic, but Facebook is weird. So you have to cancel the live stream and then go back into the different stream on Facebook. It's so weird. So like I said before, it's going to be brief. It's going to be a few seconds. Just kind of spam Facebook to see what the newest live stream is going to be, and then just immediately join back when it's done. So, Rich, whenever you're ready, go ahead and drop it, and I've got you. Let me double check. I got to hop off air on our deal. So give me just 1 second before you do that.
Yeah, just hop off the webcam and I'll hop on the webcam. All right, give us just a second, guys. All right, I think we're about ready to transfer. I can drop Facebook now, and I can drop YouTube if you're ready to pick back up.
Are we live or what?
Yeah, we are live. We've been live, Dustin.
Y'all are changing and dropping so many different things.
Well, you know, we have backup contingencies in place. So hang with us, guys. YouTube will remain the same link. You don't have to transfer out. It'll just pause for a moment, and it'll come right back. Just hang on, guys. Dropping Facebook now. Sorry, guys. Cameron will pick you back up. And dropping YouTube now.
Circulation is moving northeast near Gentryville, Missouri has tightened, prompting the tornado warning that we just read off.
YouTube is back up and running.
Track 1 command, we have another tornado warning out of Missouri. Details in the text.
As possible here. So let me see when it ended on Facebook, and then we're gonna be good. So hopefully it's back in on my end, and it is awesome. So we're gonna go back over to Facebook. It ended awesome, and we're gonna put live severe weather coverage. Give me just 1 second. I did not mean to do that. Live severe weather.
Yes, and people asking about Northeast Arkansas. Right now, there is still nothing in, not even really any storms or anything else even showing up on radar right now in Northeast Arkansas. You are good to go. Everything is all clear. But as at the moment, but like I said, storms are still coming from the central and southwest part of the state, moving north and east. So, you know, our part of the area still has another hour or two before storms get here. So don't, you know, you can go to sleep in Northeast Arkansas. Just have a way to get weather alerts if needed.
All right, let's see here. Okay, you are. I'm just trying to make sure. There we go. There we go. All right, now we're back up on Facebook. It was a whole persistent key thing. So now we're back up on Facebook. Yeah, I had to switch over to the persistent key, so we're good. We're back up on Facebook now. And we're just gonna hang out for just a little bit, kind of let these storms pass through, and then we'll start to sound all clear. That way, everybody can kind of monitor things. So, if you're joining us on YouTube, holy crap, we've got over 1,600 people on YouTube. I love each and every one of y'all. Actually, 1,800 now. Thank y'all for joining in. If you are on Facebook, it just started up. So if y'all want to tune in and stuff like that, that's what we've got. So just wanted to make sure, except for a special shout out to Natural State Wireless. Y'all are doing the Lord's work. We've got our internet back up and running, and we are good to go. This is why I have backup internet, guys, at this point. So right now, like I mentioned before, we're just going to wait for some people to join in on Facebook. Looks like we've got people in. We are back for those that are coming in and stuff like that. So we're good to go. Coming in this live stream, we're good. We're back to how we were before. But gonna kind of break everything down, and then what we're gonna do is once we get to a decent area, we're gonna let you guys go. The YouTube is still gonna continue, but I wanted to give Facebook kind of reassurance right now on what's going on here. Okay, so let's start in northwestern Arkansas, and then we'll make our way to central, and then we'll make our way down into southeastern Arkansas. So northwestern Arkansas, where the majority of the tornado warnings have been for much of the evening and tonight. We have none of that right now. We got a few special weather statements here and there, mainly for 40 to 50 mile per hour winds and some pea-sized hail, but none of this activity is tornadic. Let me make this clear. None of this activity is tornadic up here in your Fort Smith, near the Ozark area, the Clarksville area, over towards Fayetteville, the Huntsville area. None of this is tornadic right now here, so I just want to make that clear at this point, okay? Now, further to the south and east, down into central Arkansas here, this is a very loud storm. I'm just going to tell you that right now from personal experience. This is a very, very loud storm, and it is moving north towards the Jacksonville area here. So if you know anyone that is in northeastern Pulaski County, that is going to be up here towards the Valonia area, Highway 319, Highway 5. We have Highway 107, the Valonia area, the Floyd area up here. This is where this storm is going to come in. None of this is tornadic. Let me make that clear. None of this is tornadic, folks. This is not a dangerous tornado or anything like that. Stop saying that in the comments. It is freaking people out. Unless there is a tornado warning, we are not going to tell people that this is a tornado. It's not. This is a regular thunderstorm that is super loud, and I'm going to tell you right now, there is the potential of power outages with this storm here. So that's it. So this is going to continue to move off towards the north and east here. Nothing tornadic with this storm, but I will recommend for those in Cabot, the Valonia area, the Floyd area, and West White County, have your phones charged just to be on the safe side here at this point. This is not a tornado warning, folks, guys. This is not a tornado. Stop with the false comments in here. None of this is tornadic right now. Dustin or Rich, if it's tornadic, please let me know immediately here. But this is not tornadic right now. Now, let's zoom this down a little bit further, and let's go here into southeastern Arkansas. None of this is severe. It's super, 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 super loud coming into eastern Arkansas along 165 and 65 near the Dumas area, coming into Arkansas County at this point. Special weather statement for the potential of 40-mile-per-hour winds at this current time here. So there is no ongoing tornado warnings. If you are in the comments right now telling people that there's a tornado, you need to stop, because you're scaring everyone. There's a lot of people that have PTSD in central Arkansas, and you're making the situation worse. So unless we report it, nothing's going on in terms of it being tornadic. So stop with the false comments and stuff like that, guys. It's there for a reason. None of this is tornadic. Let me make that clear at this point, okay? So right now in central Arkansas, Little Rock, you're about to be out of rain. This is going to be done here in Little Rock within the next 20 to 25 minutes. So that is it. Pine Bluff, you're good to go. Camden, you're good to go. Hot Springs, you're done. You're done for the night. You're good. We're going to watch these storms as they continue to move off towards the east. Dustin, if you can do me a solid and just kind of briefly, but just a little bit, a little pinch bit, take over the radar for just a little bit, I can draw up a all-clear map. And we can kind of talk about it on there if you want to take over for just a little bit.
Okay. Well, I'm just looking at the radar, like I said, like what you was talking about, and in the very far southeastern part of the state is that where probably the biggest area of what we're watching, other than the loud storm that decided to try to take Cameron out, but that was a little intense. And then that caused the I don't know if everybody else heard it, but heard the thunder before Rich switched over. But that was loud again. Yeah, no doubt. But welcome back, Rich.
Welcome back.
But now, like I said, in southeast Arkansas, just continuing to still watch that line as it moves on through, as it's still producing strong wind gusts and small, hail at the time. So we're still watching that area as it's still pushing south and east as these storms are continuing to slowly
northwestern Montgomery
move across
County,
the state
southeastern Walker County,
and
and
move on
southeastern
out.
Texas.
As we
until
talked earlier, and
12:15
it stated
a.m.
the timing. I think
Daylight time, located 9
Cameron
miles
just about
north
nailed
of
that head
Montgomery
on
or
with the
15 miles
timing
south
map that we made
west
earlier
of
today,
Huntersville,
and
moving
pushed this
east
through as these
at 40 miles per hour.
thunderstorm
Primary
warning
highs
for
60 miles per hour
Texas.
wind gusts and quarter size hail with tornado possible. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go out once into the basement or small
You say that with every storm.
For your protection, move to your room on the lowest floor of the building. Torrential rainfall is occurring with this storm and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded waterways.
Yeah, it's just saying it weird. Alright, give me just a second, guys. Y'all go ahead. I'm almost done with it.
No, you're good. We're down to one special weather statement here in central Arkansas that is continuing to move due north there in central Arkansas. That is basically just, almost moving just straight northward as it is, moving across the state. And like I said, it's not tornadic, not severe warned. It just has a special weather statement. As again, they have dropped the special weather statement in southeastern Arkansas. These storms will still be producing strong winds and, maybe even some very heavy rainfall as coming through with this, as there's still rainfall coming through South Arkansas, there in Camden and Smackover, those areas are still seeing heavy rainfall, which is going to continue to move on points eastward and continue to go over the same area. So I would not be surprised, to see maybe some flash flood watches or some warnings go out tonight for those areas, as I know that they have had very heavy rainfall fall throughout the majority of this afternoon and into the evening.
New severe thunderstorm warning forthcoming for downstream of Sabine County, Texas.
Go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. Nope, you're good. Go ahead.
No, still washing up there.
I just finished this weird timeout.
I have a feeling we're gonna see some kind of S shaped upside down, some sideways hourglass shape or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna look like Houdini just kind of did this map here. So just give me a second, and it's gonna be one of these maps. So let me see here. I think
one of those.
All the risk. So let me do this real fast, and I promise you I'll get it up for you guys. This is gonna be it. Let me see.
And still, just looking up there in northern and northwestern Arkansas, you're still seeing happy rainfall. But again, these
severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern DeSoto Parish and northwestern Louisiana,
all
Red
evening and
River
all afternoon,
Parish,
or,
northwestern
probably people
Nakatoshi